And can we take 2 seconds to just talk about the corruption that's going on? Like, in our face. Like, I never seen such blatant corruption in the history of politics. I was talking to my mom yesterday, and she was like, "Yeah, this definitely gonna be in the history books." Absolutely, but that's what he want. That's what Donald Trump want. He getting everything he want. Like, this is insane. Like, the corruption. I was sitting and I was listening to the redistricting meeting yesterday, and I heard and I saw two colleagues, a black man and a white man. After everybody had spoke, all the witnesses had came and spoke for or against the redistricting. And the black man said his piece as to why it was essentially racist and what the effects of this redistricting would do and have on Texas and the American people. His friend, his colleague, you could hear the friendship and the endearment in his voice as he explained why he was doing it. It's like, I gotta stab you in the face, but this is why. I promise it's for the better. Like, I promise, like, I'm being racist for a reason. Like, this is like Donald Trump said, like, take the medicine. Like, the medicine it doesn't taste good, but it's gonna make you feel good. That's the energy he was in as he explained about how he felt about what was going on at the border and how he felt about how Donald Trump was cleaning up XYZ. And it was just like, I want to see more of that. You want to see more people ripped away from their home. You want to see more people racially profiled and discriminated against because of the color of their skin. That's what you're okay with, and you okay with saying that out loud and on camera. The corruption is so loud, it's so blatant. And the people, like, I sit and I watch Governor Abbott willfully and wrongly go after these Democrats who are trying to stop corruption from happening as if it's right. Like, people want to be in history no matter what side of history they own. That's what I'm realizing. People just, like, I can't stand a motherfucker that do anything for clout, that do anything to be seen. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's no way, like, you know that you wrong. You know you doing wrong, but you gonna do wrong anyway. And I feel like these people feel like they immoral. Not immortal, but I guess they feel like they are immortal in the fact that they are cementing their self in history, because they'll go down in history. But for being the villain. But in the same sense, I completely understand why being the villain is so appealing. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't until they did bad until they started to get some attention. It wasn't until they started to do bad that people started to talk about them, and they started to get. And these the losers in history. These the people who never had friends, who would never be popular, who would never, like, who couldn't get it without lying, cheating, or stealing, because if they could have, they would have had it before now. These are the people in power. And then I always go back and forth because y'all know I love Pawpaw Trump. But I always go back and forth with him because it's just like he going after all his enemies. He's doing what, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's doing what he said he was going to do. Like, he had a different agenda. Like, he playing his play. And I'm always intrigued by a person running a play and playing it. I'm always intrigued with the follow through of the play, especially when it comes to mental tactics and gymnastics. And that's why I be going back and forth with Donald Trump's senileness, but I can tell he's senile. Whether I want him to be or not, he's absolutely senile. Fortunately or unfortunately. But he was brilliant at a point. And there are, like when my grandmother, she started to go, like, there are glimpses of his brilliance. And even if you use brilliance for bad, that doesn't make it any less brilliant. Even fucking Adolf Hitler was and that's why that's Donald Trump's idol. He was a genius. He was smart. We talk about him to this day. We know who he is. I know I learned about him in school. And that's all Donald Trump trying to submit. Like, y'all be looking at the weeds, and that's why I don't be talking about the same shit. Like, it's so much shit I could report on, but I'm just not reporting on the shit that he want me to report on. I'm not allowing him to direct my freedom of speech. And other people claim to, but every little nugget, every little dog, every little crumb he give them, they hitting and they exploiting the American people. They hidden play and exploiting the American people by reporting on nonsense, talking for over 1 minute, acting like they give a fuck, trying to get sponsorships right in the face of the blind who doesn't even understand what's happening right in front of their eyes. I can see past all of this shit. My goal as a journalist is to be completely different from that. To not do that. To not be that. You get what I'm saying? But I just want to talk about the dangerousness of what's going on, especially for the Democrats that's on the run. Like, this is modern day Harriet Tubman shit. And we just look at it because we're so desensitized. We have a TikTok. Like, a lot of times we see shit on our screen and we don't really connect it to reality. We're disassociated from it. But these people could get arrested and harm could be done to them in so many different ways. Did you not see the senator who was beat up in the fucking in the government, in the house of justice, a place where he was supposed to be safe because I said so. Let me watch this back and see if I got anything else to add to this rant, but I just had to make this statement, bro. Like, this is a State of the Union address. The Union is crumbling. It's in shambles. It's falling apart, and bursting at the seams. And bursting at the seams, we're in shambles. Mayday, mayday. It's horrible. And I hear that there are protests, that there's been a 7-day, they said they can't even call it protest, what they call a festival. There's a 7-day festival in Los Angeles. And they're thinking about calling in the FBI. Like, that's all I could think, because look what you've done, no. And that's it. Our government is extremely corrupt, and they're hiding it right now under the guise of redistricting. They're allowing the corruption in the name of immigration, deportation, more jobs, more money, tax cuts. They're overlooking at it. They're overlooking it until they have to look it dead in the eye. So, just be aware of that. Be wary of that. But I never seen corruption like this in my whole life. Like, this is insane to watch. But as a journalist, as a nerd, it's fascinating. As a historian, it's monumental. It's historic. Trump always says no one ever done it until he says somebody did it 2 times. You know what I'm saying? So, but this is today's State of the Union. If it was a rant, then you should probably catch up on your news. But we're not doing good.